I want to talk to you about first impressions and how important that is. And as I bring this topic up, I'd like for you to just pull out your watch or your phone and put your timer on it, because I'd like for you to count, and perhaps just count out loud with me. Are you ready? And I want a funky count, like a James Brown beat, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop right there. Because that's all the time that you have to make a first impression. Whether it's a good impression or a bad impression, it takes only around 7 seconds, the time it takes you to count from 1 to 7. So what type of impression are you leaving on people in just that little bit of time? Mostly this is physical, because we are so visual. So what goes into a first impression? These are the things I'd like for you to consider and to understand and to act on as a result of taking this workshop with us. So the first impression is both verbal and nonverbal. And believe it or not, the nonverbal is much more powerful than the verbal. And the thing about it is, they have to match, they have to be in sync. So if what you're saying non-verbally doesn't match with what you're saying verbally, I'm going to believe your non-verbal cues. So it's important for you to represent yourself in a way that is convincing, both physically and verbally. So non-verbal cues, what do you think that looks like? What do you think that makes people feel when you're giving them non-verbal cues? It's all about your posture. So if you're giving us a great nonverbal cue because your posture is appropriate, then you're letting us know how confident you are, how good you feel in your own skin, how comfortable you are with the people in the room, with being in the room, with the situation in the room. Your posture says so much about you, communicates so much to everyone about where you are. It's also your gestures. Your gestures say a lot about you as well. And so is it the message that you want them to get? If you're going to be very powerful about gestures, then it can't be a gesture everything that you say. Because a gesture is meant really to highlight something, or it's meant to feature something. And if you use gestures powerfully, then you'll know that when you want to really have someone pay attention, that's when you use a gesture. Your grooming, that's nonverbal as well. How you look, how you carry yourself, how your nails look, how your skin looks, how your eyes look, how your hair looks, how your clothes look. You really are giving us some cues about your judgment. So if you wear the right outfit that's appropriate for the situation, then that tells us that you were careful enough and conscientious enough to show up. It says so much about not just how you feel about yourself, it also talks to me about how you feel about me and how you feel about the situation. So this is nothing to be taken lightly if it's important to you, therefore, to leave a great first impression. Thank you.